So look, when I was starting out my agency, I was lost for like 6 months. Okay. I had no clue how to get clients, how to fulfill for clients, and even what niche to choose, right? And I had no clue what I was doing. But I think the biggest struggle for everyone now, just looking back, is how do I book more appointments, right? Because it all matters in numbers. How do I get in front of more people? So fast forward to now, I am doing over $10,000 a month and signing clients on a weekly basis now. So I thought I'd make this quick video to kind of just show you guys what I'm doing right now. This should work for just about any niche out there. So hopefully this provides some value and some sauce. So let's jump straight into it. So the certain approach I'm using is booking around 20 to 25 sales calls per week. For me, I use a one call close. So I'll put up a little screenshot on screen here of my calendar. Actually of the week I'm filming this. So now the reason I do this is I know a lot of people, they'll take an intro call, which is kind of just qualifying them, seeing like, hey, is this a good fit? What I do is I do a one call close. And the reason is because I'm going to get a high volume of sales calls. So I'm going to handle more objections. I'm going to just really put myself out there. And ultimately over time, I'm just going to be a lot more comfortable in front of a camera and, trying to sell someone, right? So basically I'll go to Instagram, Facebook, email, wherever, and shape my offer message. So, I can come across as a pay per close offer. So the whole point of this is really to get them to like, oh, pay per close, right? Like this should work, right? There's no risk. Okay. And what this is going to do is when you put that out there, people are going to be inclined to be like, okay, there's no risk. I don't pay until I close, right? This is going to afford a lot of people to get on calls. So especially if you're starting out, outreach can seem like an absolute pain. Okay. This is just going to get you calls. Okay. What it's going to do is it's going to get you in front of a lot of people, like I was saying. But there's a few things you need to understand about this offer. One, you're going to attract a lot of people who just can't afford it. Okay. So your service, it's probably what? It's at least $1,000 a month, maybe around there if it's $500 a month, whatever. You can do whatever you can. Sales, you'll just try to find the money. You'll do the thing with them, whatever. You'll go through the process. And you'll also attract people who are interested in your service, but for the wrong reason, right? So they only wanted a pay-per-close basis. But I think with this, you're going to just become a lot more knowledgeable on who you're working with. So if you're new to a niche, if you're new to this business, an SMMA, right, you're going to be able to get in front of a lot more people and speak with a lot more of them. Your conversations are going to be much higher level. So I really recommend this. Let me just quickly dive into my Facebook and show you guys actually what I do for as an example. Okay, so I made a whole bait and switch offer doc for you guys to kind of just outline everything I do here. I'll put this in my Discord link in description. I'll put it there. This will just be a free doc you guys can use. So this is kind of just going over everything. So using a bait and switch, right? Objective is to generate more sales calls for you as an agency and, just get in front of more people. So offer creation, pay per close. So for me, I work with real estate agents. So pay per close transaction, we bring them for a home deal. If you work with gyms or, med spas, whoever, just pay per whatever the end result is of their business, what they look for. So you can see here, we put our money where our mouth is. We operate on a pay-per-close basis. You don't pay us a cent till we close a deal. Whatever it is, change it up on your niche. And outreach methods, so Instagram DMs, email marketing, cold calling, B2B ads. This is all really good. Facebook DMs too. You can do kind of anything here just to get in front of people, right? So the whole point of this is just to push them to the call. So let's say here, so I look up realtors. Let's say I'm at Facebook. Let's click on this guy. We'll click message, whoever, right? And what I'm going to do here is you can like a couple of their posts. You can follow them, obviously, add them as a friend, whatever you got to do. And you can just say, hey, I see you're a realtor. Can I ask you a quick question? Or just start off the conversation with them, right? And, once they reply, what you're going to do is you're going to just kind of operate sort of as your like pay per close offer. So look, this is what I do. I operate on a pay per close basis for real estate agents out there who need to close more transactions in the rough time with the high interest rates. Something along the lines of that for my niche, right? And once you do this a long time again, you're gonna see a lot more results. Now that works on just about any outreaching platform. So kind of all these I was explaining earlier. So Instagram, email marketing, cold calling, all that. This works. Let me quickly show you guys. So I run ads. This is how I get a lot of my bookings. Is I just run $30-$40 a day on ads. I'll just quickly show you guys what I've been doing there. Okay, so inside my ads manager, this is what I'm advertising on. So I've spent around $1,569, and I started this start of August around, and we're seeing just around $10 a lead. So this is on a landing page, a website, and this is going to be a bit off. Okay, so 92 appointments scheduled. So this is just leads that submitted the form. on the landing page and then appointment scheduled. 92, that's a bit off. I've recaptured people just through systems and automations, which if you had more questions about that, you could just message me about Discord. But I mean, my ads here, all it is it's pay per close. Okay, like that's it sounds stupid, but it really, like, people coming through these ads, and this is the reason I do one call close, right? Because when they come in through an ad, they aren't getting on an intro. Like if you get on an intro call with someone, which is like the phase, if you guys don't know, intro call, it's a phone call with them before your demo call. And that's like a 2-call close. The problem with that is intro call is you're gonna call them up and they're gonna be just dying to hear, great, let's start today. There's no reason to get on demo, it's pay per close. It's kind of a nightmare. So when you get on an actual just 1-call close with your demo deck and everything, and you walk them through questions, they're kind of just there. They're in the moment. They can't escape that, right? So that's a huge thing for you to kind of just capture that and be like, okay, I need to funnel them all to this one call where I have them kind of, captured, right? So back to the sheet here. So like, what do I do once they get on Zoom call, right? Like have your whole structure, like I've been saying, pay per close or pay per, install, pay per whatever, right? So what do you do when they get on, when they get on the call, right? So this is just a quick example of what you could use. This is actually exactly how I run it, not this exact slide, but this is just an example for you guys. So when you guys get through your whole presentation, okay, you go through your whole demo deck, you go through your whole slides, okay, explaining what you do in your systems. You want to make sure it has value. If it doesn't have value, they're going to come to the end and they're just going to be confused. Like for me, like my problem when I go to the end of my presentation, no one's like, I thought this was going to be free. You need to really show the value. So that's a huge thing for sure. Second thing is, you see here, starter plan, apex plan, pay per close plan, right? So yeah, you do have a pay per close plan. It's $65 a day in ads, set fee of like $2,000, and you got a fee per close. So real estate, when you close a deal, $750 comes to us. So why would they choose that plan? If you got a starter plan, that's this amount, $20 a day, $1,139 up front per month, and a setup fee, which I have there, but you waive today. So if they decide on call and they pay you on call, you just waive it. You get rid of it and then guarantee you put whatever your guarantee is there. This is what I would do, okay? Because they come to the other side, oh, I thought it was pay per close. Got one right there, right? And just on how many people you're gonna capture, I hate to say it, but it is a numbers game. You're gonna come across people who are just, they totally forgot about pay per close. Like I can tell you on all the calls I get on now, I never ever hear, oh, I thought it was gonna be pay per close. It not really, that doesn't happen because they just know this is value. There's a starter plan there. So once you explain your plans, you go, yeah, like I would recommend the starter plan just because as far as the numbers go, if budget's the kind of you want to see the cheapest option, it is the starter plan. It's got a guarantee there too. Ad spend's cheaper and service fees cheaper compared to the pay per close plan, but it's all up to you, man. Just do that. But yeah, I thought I'd make this video, really just trying to help you guys out because I remember starting and I could not get on calls to anyone. Like it was the hardest thing for me. And now that I'm getting so many a week, like I'm gonna hire a closer, like I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff, like I'm gonna be hiring out a position literally to someone to take calls because it's so many. So that's just one thing I would totally recommend to you guys is just come in as a pay per close, because even if you're doing free trials, man, just do, like, you can offer it as free, but like people think that's BS. If you just say you don't pay until like the deal's closed, shoot, that could be your free trial. Maybe you don't close them anything, it was free, right? But you maybe made money if you did a good job. So you can skip all that. You could also just, yeah, like we'll do fee per close, but one agreement, you have to give me a testimonial at the end. Okay, you can do any of this sort of stuff and it helps out a lot. This is what I'm using currently, like I said earlier, and I know a lot of people that are jumping on this sort of meta because you're just getting in front of a lot more people. And sales at the end of the day is what, compared to the guys who make nothing a month to the guys who make hundreds of thousands. They've got good sales teams, all the closers, they're good in front of people. That's really where we're going to see the connection. If you can close, dude, you can do anything. I would really just emphasize this. Hopefully this video, guys, helped you guys out. If you guys have any more questions for me, you can comment them below. My Discord will be below too. And yeah, that's about it. So later.